Chat. Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Hello, chat. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Welcome. Looks like we're getting people in little by little. Oh, here, let me grab my YouTube chat. I have to grab my YouTube chat over here and put it in my docs. My DOCKS for OBS. Beautiful. Sup playa. That's crazy. Okay, guys. While we're getting people in, I'm going to tell you a funny story about a dream I had last night, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Hold on. Boop. Okay. Wonderful. I had a crazy dream last night. Are you not a playa? I guess I am a playa. I guess I am. So, I don't know. I guess. Anyway, let me tell you a crazy dream I had the other day. Not the other day, actually last night. Last night I had this crazy dream. So my younger brother, he is now technically an adult. He is 18 years old as of this year. But I baby him. Frankly, I baby him a lot. It is just in my nature to baby my younger brother. I had a dream that he basically what had happened was my little brother was like, I don't know if I could talk about this on Twitch. This was a dream, okay, Twitch? Okay, YouTube, this was a dream, okay? This was not real events. This was a nightmare that I had as an overprotective older sister. That my little brother was groomed by like this weirdo freak. And like she wasn't even pretty. Like, okay, so my brother is an adult now, but like in the dream, he was like still 15 or something. Cuz like that's how I always see my little brother. Well, I always see my little brother like he's like freaking 8. But like but like in the dream he was like 15, and there was like this woman who was like in her late 20s, and she wasn't even pretty, chat. She wasn't even pretty. As a pretty girl expert over here, I look at many pretty girls. She wasn't even pretty. And she was like trying to groom my little brother, and I was so angry and pissed off that I like did research on this girl, and like in the dream I found out she had like convictions for preying on younger boys, and I was so mad. She wasn't even pretty as crazy. Listen. Anyway. She was like frumpy and ugly, and like clearly didn't take good care of herself, kind of looked unkempt and unwashed. She wasn't even thin, for Christ's sake. Like, I don't mind girls with a little bit of chub, but like what? Like, she just looked frumpy and gross. Like, very like American white trash stereotype she looked like in the dream. And I was like so grossed out that in my dream I went to my parents and I was like, guys, this is like an actual predator, and he's going after my younger brother. We need to like call the police. We need to like do something. And my parents in the dream were very dismissive of it, and they were like, why do you care? Like, why do you care? Your brother is dating, just let him date. And I was like, are you kidding? No, this woman is a criminal. We have to call the police. And then my dad, in my dream, my dad, deadass, he was like, no, if anything, we need to call the police on you because you're acting hysterical. And I was like, bro. But anyway, so like in the dream, I proceeded to like try and distance my brother from this woman because I was like, you will not touch my little brother. Screw you. So I tried to like distance them as best as I could. Like I didn't let him interact with her online. I didn't let him text her, but he always made excuses to try and talk to her. And I just felt so bad because in the dream, again, he was like 15 years old. And I was like, he doesn't know any better. But this is a grown ass woman. She should know better. And I was so mad. I was actually livid. I I I was like, if this woman literally does not leave my little brother alone, I will have to resort to killing her. I am not kidding. That's how desperate I got. Because I was like, the police can't really do anything until she's actually committed a crime, you know? And so they wrote me off. My own parents wrote me off. My little brother isn't listening to me. So I was like, the only way I can save my little brother and protect him is by killing her. And I was like, in the dream, I was like locking in. I was getting ready to murder that woman. For so much as looking at my little brother weirdly. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't care if I face jail time. You're not going to touch my little brother. And plus, if I have to go to jail over killing scum, okay, sure. So thankfully, I woke up before I executed the plan in the dream. And I woke up and I was so angry. And I was so like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. I immediately text my little brother. Because I'm still not at home. My flight home is on Monday. I'm still here with Fukuro. And I text my little brother and I tell him all about this dream. And I was like, hey, I had a dream that you were basically like 15 and you were being groomed by this older woman who, keep in mind, wasn't even pretty. Menhera in dreams, true. And I was like, nobody listened to me. Dad, when I told Dad to call the cops on this woman, he said, if anything, I'll call the cops on you because you're acting insane. And I was the only one who was trying to help you, and you, being 15, didn't understand why this was a bad thing, and so you didn't listen to me. And I didn't hate you for it. I wasn't mad at you, but I was like, I'm going to have to kill this woman because that's the only way I can get justice. I didn't tell him that last part, actually. I didn't tell him that last part. I just told him, I had a plan to resolve it, but I didn't actually get to execute it in the dream itself because, I woke up. I didn't tell my little brother that Dream Me was planning murder. For his sake. I can't tell him that. I can't tell him that. I need to protect his little soul. So yeah, I texted him, but I was like, I miss you. I'll be home on Monday. If anyone hurts you, you know who to come to. Come to your big sister. I won't let anyone touch you. And if they do, I'll deal with them. Menhera in dreams. True. Because if she was pretty, it would be okay. LMAO. Listen, it wouldn't be, but like I would understand why like a young teenage boy would think it were, right? Like I would understand. Like when I was a teenager, I also thought it would be hot to get hit on by an older woman. Okay. So I could understand it more if she was at least like pretty, but because she wasn't, I was like, why? I would still kill her even if she was pretty though, because she's like, keep your grubby hands away from my little brother. What's wrong with you? So yeah, I don't think that's technically yandere because obviously that's my little brother. Definitely Menhera. Definitely Menhera. if somebody touches my little brother, I would kill them. I'd face the jail time for it. I don't care. Is that bad to say? Am I too protective? And then I'm over here complaining, my little brother is so spoiled, my little brother is so sheltered. And then I'm over here like, if somebody touches him, oh, if someone touches him, they are gonna have some beef with me. I had a dream that a girl was absolutely infatuated with me, and it was kind of weird, but I kind of liked it. And then I woke up and realized it was a dream, and I was like, oh, okay. Relatable. 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 Okay. Okay. I think I have yapped long enough about my silly little dream. Sorry, I had to take a drink of my cold brew. I've yapped enough about my dream. We've got more people coming in, excuse me. So now we can start playing the game. Also, when Chertolet gets in here, I'm gonna have to tell him I was looking into the game he redeemed for points. It is not available in my region. When I saw the cover art, I kind of understood why. So he's gonna have to request a different game for me to play. But today, we will be playing Everlasting Summer, which was purchased as a channel points reward by none other than Easy Translation. So, I'm gonna, here, let me just set it up. Let me, da-dun, da-dun-dun-dun. Hold on, maybe if I... Well, that's it. Minus points for Chertolet. Yeah. Sorry, Chertolet. I didn't, I tried to find it. I really did, but, yeah, it wasn't, was not available in my region. Anyway, here's the game. Do we like the overlay? Or do we want to do it like so? Because I can also do it like so. Hold on. Ta-da! We can do it like that. Play it in Russian. True. Okay, guys, what language do we play it in? Ruski? English? Espanol? Italiano? I'll get back to you. Francais? Portuguese? Or Turkey? Chinese. Chertolet! Ah, finally you show up. I was gonna tell you. The game you wanted me to play for channel points is not available in my region. After I saw the cover, I think it's understandable why. So you're gonna have to choose a new game. I'm being nice and letting you choose a new game, sir, so you're welcome. Okay, guys. Do we want the overlay? I feel like the overlay is kind of cute here. Am I crazy? I think the overlay is a little bit cute. Why is it windowed now? What is this? Work with me here, buddy. There we go. Why the hell is a game made by Ubisoft is not available in the USA? Because it's like about Soviet people taking over America? I don't know. Better in full screen? Okay. I'm never gonna use my cute overlay again, guys. I'm cooked. Anyway, we're gonna play in English. Sorry for everyone who wanted me to practice my beautiful Russian skills. But we're gonna have to play in English. Hopefully this is good for you. Okay. Do you accept the terms concerning this game? Yeah, I accept. Soviet games. Dun dun dun. This game is a work of fiction and its author's imagination. It does not aim to offend, insult, or discriminate anyone on a religious, social, economical, species, or any other basis. Any violation of the player's aesthetic aesthetic sensitivity, active citizenship, or any other spiritual impulse lies on their conscience. Any resemblance of characters to your real or imaginary friends, neighbors, colleagues, tulpas is entirely coincidental. All the heroines are 18 years old and have confirmed their consent on participating in this game in written form. An excerpt from the screenwriter's medical history can be provided on demand. The game does not contain any propaganda of voluntary or not ending one's life. Not a single mascot, animal, or human was hurt during the creation of this game. Happy reading. City Skylines or Soviet Republic. Yeah, I don't think any of the Soviet Republic games were available. I was looking at them, but I'll double check. I'll double check for you, Chicklets. I will make sure to remember. I will remember. Anyway, chat, do not get offended by the game, okay? Is there music? Is there supposed to be music? I don't hear anything. Why is it in Russian? I can't read this. Oh, there's music. There we go. Oh, this is so interesting. Wow. This is really cool. Okay. Okay, chat. New game. Is the main character a man? I was having that dream once again. That dream. Same thing every night. But it's all forgotten in the morning, as usual. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of memory will remain, of gates, half opened, as if inviting me somewhere, with two frozen stone pioneers standing but close by. And also, that strange girl who keeps asking me. Willie, so this is a girl's voice. Will you come with me? Come? Sorry. I have the humor of like a 14-year-old boy. By the way, we go through all 14 endings. Can I even make it through 14 endings? But where? And why? And where am I, anyway? Of course, if it all happened in real life, I would certainly have been scared. Well, what else would one expect to feel? But this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realize something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Since everything that surrounds me here is real. As real as things in my own flat, I could open the gates, hear the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the cool air, and shiver from the cold. I could, but to do that, I would need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream. I understand that, but what of it? What does my understanding change? Because here, it's just like on the other side of the cracked screen of an old TV, which struggles to fight against static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking up soon. Oh no, did you check to make sure there was censorship? Because the game has a hentai patch. It's supposed to be disabled, but you never know. Ah! What the hell is bro talking about? I don't know, he said come. He said come, that's all I heard. Let me get back my man voice. Do you guys like my man voice? Compliment my voice acting now. Anyway. Maybe lower. It's lower than that. Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gates. I'd rather ask about the gates. Yes, the gates. She would be so surprised. Or better, why the dot over an I was called a tittle? Was called a tittle, but the dot over a J was called a subscript dot. Nice letters. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gates, and stars have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for the answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see the Magellanic clouds. Yes, that's exactly what a man will sound like. Thank you, but don't laugh. It's true. I hope you guys like my manly voice. It takes a lot out of me. 40 IQ bear. It takes a lot out of me to do that voice. I think my natural voice is pretty. I feel like my natural voice is pretty, like, not androgynous, but like it's like on the lower end for women. So this should be easy for me, but it's not. It's pronounced. True. I hope you guys like my man voice. Everyone compliment my man voice. As if I'd ended up in the southern as if I'd ended up in the southern as if I'd ended up in the southern hemisphere. You already smoked out your real voice? Sounds like my dad. Really? That is a compliment. At least I sound like a man. As long as I sound like a man, it's good. I have to show off my voice acting skills. I'm not just a loser gamer. I can voice act too. In a dream, there are small things that catch your attention. An unnatural color of glass, impossible curves of straight lines, or your own distorted reflection. While the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and right now, seems trivial. It's natural, since here you cannot die. I know it for sure. I've done it 100 times, or hundreds of times. But if you cannot die, is there a point of living? I should ask the girl. I should ask the girl. She's a local. She should know. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example. Bukuro mentioned good luck voice acting all 11 characters plus the main character. Oh, don't remind me. One strange bird it is. Though it doesn't matter. Well, Will you come with me? Every time I have to answer. It's the only way. Otherwise, the dream will never end and I will never wake up. Whoa! First option! Yes, I'll come with you. Or no, I'll stay here. Chat. Yes? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Go. Go. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Yes wins. You should come. Going with a woman? Ugh. Every time, it's so hard to decide on the answer. Where am I? What am I doing? Who is she? And why does so much of my life depend on this answer? Or maybe it doesn't. It's just a dream, after all. Just a dream. Whoa, a keyboard! Click, click, click. ASMR, 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 ASMR. Why is it so blurry? Oh, there we go. Why is he on 4chan? Bro's on 4chan. What's he doing on 4chan? What the hell? What? Stephanie thread? From Lazy Town? It's Dvat, not 4chan. Yeah, me. Actually, it's Hutchan. hchan.ru. Thank you very much. Why is there a Stephanie thread? Why is there a Stephanie thread? Chat, what is this? What did they say? What did they mean by this? Zoom and enhance. What did they mean by this? Oh, it's the Roman too. Oh. Oh, you're right. Woman. No, I'm a man right now. Listen. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. Guys, do I sound like Moist Critical? Be honest. They're discussing how hot she is, if I remember right. That's crazy. Guys, do I sound like Voice Critical? Be honest. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. The 2chan true. The 2chan situation is crazy. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was a conscious of itself. Oh, sometimes who moistening their critical is crazy. Oh my god. Sorry, I have to find my voice here. Okay. 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 This is hard. Sometimes it really did seem that it was conscious of itself. It had its own thoughts and wishes, ambition. It had feelings, could love and suffer. As if our relationship, the screen wasn't an instrument. It was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textilite. There is some truth in that, probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. He's just like me, for real! He's just like me for real. Anonymous image boards. Some chats from time to time. Rarely ICQ or Jabber. On forums, even more rarely. He's literally just like me for real, for real. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. Based. All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination. An error in the source code or a kernel bug, which started living a life of its own. True. Chat, is this you? Are you an error in the script? A bug in the kernel? What is this, a light? Oh. You sound like a little boy trying to do a grown man voice? That's crazy. A ghost in the shell, as it were. You're on a roll there, purely platonic. I do not sound like a little boy trying to do a grown man voice. I sound like a grown man. Mm-hmm. It's true. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy. And a psychologist would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnoses and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the loony bin. He's literally me for real! The copium emote is crazy. It's crazy. Just very pretty, very cinematic. A small apartment with no signs of repairs or any semblance of order in it, and always the same view from the out the window on the gray megalopolis running somewhere day and night. Such are the conditions of my life. Well, of course, it didn't all start like this. You're probably wondering how I got like this. Or you're probably wondering how I got here. Oh, now the music is loud again. I should probably turn it down. There we go. Well, of course, it didn't all start like this. I was born, went to school, and finished it, all like the others. I was accepted at a university. I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. But it all felt like it was not mine, as if it were taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest. It was looping over and over in monotonous circles, like in the movie Groundhog Day. It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day. And every day repeated itself. The same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. Hashtag deep. For the last few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there were menial jobs. Sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home, and my communication with other people almost exclusively consists of online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So, in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. kind of Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday-related visions. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and it will become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I will write one myself. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times. I couldn't even come up with a simple short story. The heck is this? Groundhog Day? Oh. Full story, bro? Yeah, you haven't heard of Groundhog Day, Edward? What the heck? I try to learn many things. Oh, I try to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Programming, got bored. Foreign languages takes too much time. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but still, I could never have called myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster of lame internet jokes. He's just like me for real. Holy crap. I know the movie, you just said it weird. What? Leave me alone, I didn't say it weird. I have a weird voice, leave me alone. Leave me alone, I said it weird, so what? If I were to get paid for it, I would probably be a happier person, and a richer person too. But I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. Wow, this is pretty! Today was another typical day of a typical failure's typical life. And today is the day where I get to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I really didn't want to. What's the point? The time I spent with them was so short. He's literally me for real! What the heck? Who wrote this game about my life, guys? What the heck? Bro wants his hole filled? Holy crap! Maybe it's shared toilet over here. Ah, yummy coffee. Okay. Okay. Shared toilet just sending the little emote. However, I was persuaded by a friend. My formal... I wish I could talk! That would be great! However, I was persuaded by a friend, my former university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch other than through the internet. Okay. The heck? We're ascending to heaven. So pretty. Wow. Is that me? Do I have a beard? I have a beard! Guys, I have a beard! I'm so cool and manly. Guys, did you see that? I have a beard. I have a beard, guys. A frosty evening. Bus stop. Waiting. Is that Cherino? Huh? Oh my gosh, what's Cherino doing here? It's Cherino! Cerno! It's Cerno! How do they say it in English? I don't know. Cherino from Toho. I never liked winter. Though hot summer is not my season either. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of the year. Doesn't matter how much the weather is outside. Doesn't matter what the weather is outside when you stay at home 24/7. Based! Based! The bus stop was... Oh, the bus today was running late, so... I wish I could speak. The bus today was running so late that I was about to curse it all and spend my last few hundred rubles on a taxi. The idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. It's 12 midnight and the temperature outside is 28 degrees Celsius. Holy hot. Jeez. My gosh. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but there was not a single useful one to seize on. Kira trying to learn Russian when she can't even speak English is crazy! Stop! That's mean. That's mean. You're mean. Toast! Welcome to the stream! Welcome! You got here on a good time. We're reading this visual novel. We're really just getting started. I've delayed a lot because I keep messing up on my reading, so you haven't missed much. Basically, the main character, the protagonist, he's just a depressed fuck. And that's kind of it. Sorry for being late. Oh, don't apologize. Don't worry. I'm really happy to have you on my streams, but you don't have to feel obligated to come. I am very grateful for you coming, though. Thank you. I think you have a thing for getting bullied low-key? Huh? What? What? I have no words. I have no words. I have no words. I have no words. Chat, get your clips in. Get your clips in, chat. Get your clips in. Okay. Our internet went out midstream the other day. Oh no! I was wondering where you'd went. Doesn't deny it, LMAO. I'm like flabbergasted. I am actually speechless. It's like if you claimed I was blue. It's like... Huh? Okay? Like, I don't know what to say to that. Okay, shut up. I'm reading. I'm reading. Tonight, I'm taking my girlfriend out to dinner, and then we are going to watch some movies together. Oh, that's so cute. I'm so happy for you, Toast. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but there was not a single useful one to seize on. Such a thought that you could bring into existence, give a shape, turn into an idea, and put into practice. Maybe I could start my own business. Maybe I could be a VTuber. No, he didn't say that. But where could I get money from? Or maybe I could go back to working in an office. No. No way. Maybe I should try freelancing. But what skill do I have, and who would want me after all? I suddenly remembered my childhood. Or rather, my teen years. The time when I was 15 to 17 years old. Why exactly those years? No idea. I guess it's because back then, everything was much more simple. It was easier to make decisions, so complicated now, and so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day was going to pass, and I already eagerly looked forward to the weekend. Then I could get some rest and have time for things I liked. Computer, football, going out with friends. Okay, I don't like football. And I don't particularly like going out with friends. I kind of just like the computer. But he's almost me for real. Bro is the king of yapping. You're so right. You're so right. He is the king of yapping. Like, brother. Can I talk to pretty ladies? You're a hockey player? That's so cool, Toast. And then at the beginning of the week, I take up my studies again. I know this is soccer. I still don't like it. I still don't like it. Soccer? I hardly know her. True. Back then, there was no such worrying questions like why, who needs it, what will change if I do it, or what will not change. A simple lifestyle, so casual for any normal person, and so odd myself today. The careless childhood, that careless childhood age. Edward, what the hell is that chat message? No comment. What sports are big in Bosnia? Football, aka soccer. European football, so American soccer. My dad, when I was younger, really wanted me to play football. Well, soccer. I'm gonna say soccer, okay, just to avoid confusion. He really wanted me to play soccer, and I really hated it. I played until I was like 8, and then I gave up. I was never an athletic kid. Well, I guess kind of. When I was in like elementary and middle school, I did do track. Like I ran marathons and shit. And after that, I was a runner. Even I wasn't on my school team. But I did run regularly. But yeah, no, that's that's as athletic as I got, and that doesn't require anything. Like running is so easy because you just turn off your brain and run. So, I played rec soccer for a while. Yeah, it's like, that careless childhood age. It was also then I met my first love. Her appearance and personality have vanished from my memory. I love her so much, I forgot her. Only her name remains like a brief line from social network profile, along with the feelings which overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, and the desire to care for her and to protect her. Sadly, it didn't last long. Today, I can hardly imagine something like that happening. I would probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation, what on earth to discuss, and how to attract her. Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time. But where could I meet one anyway? Dun dun dun. Bro is me for real. Bro, don't be looking at girls. You have chocolates. Speaking of chocolates. There you go. There you go. I'm only gay for chocolate. There you go. There you go, Shirtlet, because you always come to my streams. You don't get 3 months like my editor does, because he's special. But you can have 1 month. Wow, I have a sub now. I know. You're matched with your boyfriend. Look, you guys are both little bears. I was playing. I missed how. I know. I gave you it. I gave it to you just now. I gifted you a sub. I gifted you a sub. Literally just now. No! No! I don't mean it as an insult, easy translation. I mean it like you're special, so you get special treatment. The others don't get special treatment. I don't deserve such generosity. Yeah, I don't think you do, but it's okay. You come to all my streams, so I decided might as well buy you a sub. This didn't make the situation better. No! You are beautiful and unique. You're welcome, Chirtlet. My girlfriend and I cringe at matching profile pictures. What am I? You're also special toast. Money laundering in all its glory. True. Now Chirtlet will be here with us forever and ever and ever. Kira, don't continue. Okay, I won't. Aye. Okay. I was told that by a doctor. The sound... The sound of an engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over. There was something abnormal about it, I thought. Then again, it doesn't matter. It's the only 410 that runs this route. The art goes so hard. This art goes so hard. That's crazy. That's awesome. That was really cool. Wait, who is this up here? Is that oh gosh, is that Pluto? Is that fuck, what's her name? The one Neptunia Pluto Heart. Oh fuck, what's her name? Is she Purple Heart? It kind of looks like her. Hello, Hikali! Welcome to the stream! Glad to have you. Isn't 410 the bus from Moscow to Balashika? Balalaika. Okay. I have to do my deep voice. Street light. Okay, hold on. Street lights pass me by. It's as if their cold light sparks inside of me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because those feelings, they have been living in me for a long time, slumbering and waking up again. The driver's radio was playing some very familiar tune, but I wasn't listening to it. I was watching the cars passing by through the fogged up window. These people are always rushing somewhere, chasing something they need, stuck in their own little worlds. Why would they care about mine? Holy crap, this hurts my voice so much. Hello, Truski Shock. Truski Shock, welcome to the stream. Bro wants something to spark inside of him. Are we sure bro is into women? True. Hello guys! Welcome everybody! Welcome, welcome! Thank you for coming to the stream. Okay. It's hard to do this deep voice, guys. They probably have their own serious problems, or maybe they have much easier lives. You can't know for sure since all people are different. Or are they? Sometimes someone's actions can be easily predicted, but if you look inside his soul, you will only see impenetrable darkness. The bus was approaching downtown, and my thoughts were interrupted by the bright city lights. Hundreds of billboards, thousands of cars, millions of people. If you had me on stream, you could just do I could do the male voices just saying, Edward, what did we talk about? No males on stream. No males on stream. No males on stream. You'd have to do a girl voice changer. You'd have to do a girl voice changer, and then guess what? Then you'd have to do a super deep voice for it to come off like a male voice. So, ahem. Hello, Kesich. Oh gosh, I'm gonna mess this up. Kesich. I think it's just Kesich. Hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you for hopping in. I really appreciate it. I watched this light show and somehow I got terribly sleepy. My eyes closed for just a moment and then... Whoa! We finished the... Wow! Wait, this is peak! This is peak! Holy peak! Wow! Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful! Oh my gosh! Wow! Ooh! I can't read that! I need more Russian lessons. Lena? Whoa! Panty shot? I like that one. The one with the red hair. It was Lena, see? Oh my god, Miku! Muki! No way! Wow! Learn Russian culture, I approve. But the game is not much different from the stereotypes. There are no bears here. No, there is bears here. I'm right here. Isn't this panty shot only if the hentai pack is muted on? Better check. Uh-oh. No. Settings. Oh, I can full screen it. That's nice. What did I do? No. What did I do? Oh. Guys, it's in Russian. I don't know what this says. Guys, which one do I press? 1, 2, 3. Only respond if you speak Russian. Yerno. Beloye. Reto. You guys are no help. Hello, PR Dark Gamer. Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, you guys are not helping me at all. Hold on. I'm Googling this. None. Eh? 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 Guys, help. Oh, settings. Oh, it's okay. They made a separate mod that needs to be downloaded. Okay, so it's safe for work, right? There should not be anything weird, right? I swear, if I get banned on Twitch, guys. Okay. Okay, well, now I have to skip through where we were. Is there like a way I can skip? Oh. We said yes. Now I went too far! Hold on. Okay. Okay, so we were here. Okay. We can't see, by the way. Oh no, the screen is broken. God damn it. L streamer, leave me alone. Did I fix it? Is it fixed? Can you see? Can you see now? Okay. I skipped a little too far. So, last time we were here. Oh! Thank you for following! Guys! We reached our goal! Yay! 50 followers! Thank you! Wait. Chat. Don't unfollow! Don't do it! Don't do it! No! Don't! I hate you guys. I'm done. You guys are the worst. Oh my gosh, of course it was Edward. My eyes closed just for a moment and then bright daylight struck my eyes. That's that's not the voice I was doing, but okay. Okay. Okay, lock in chat, lock in. At first I didn't pay attention, as I wasn't fully awake yet. On their own, my legs carried me towards the door. Semyon? Is that the main character? Is his name Semyon? Damn. It looks like I fell asleep and missed my spot. That's not the voice I was doing for him. Hold on. Damn. It looks like I fell asleep and missed my stop. But there was no door. I looked around the bus and realized it wasn't a good, old, worn-out Liaz. Instead, the bus was an actual Icarus model. A new one. I froze in shock. How? It's actually semen? Stop. You're kidding. I see men every time I close my eyes. We know, Edward. What? Am I dead? Have I been kidnapped? No, I must be dead. I patted myself down feverishly, slapped myself painfully in the face a few times, banged my forehead on the back of one of the bus seats. It's clear, I'm either still alive, or you can't feel pain. Or you can still feel pain when you're dead. But how could this happen? Maybe I slept for too long and ended up at the bus depot. And then what? Did they put me into another bus? Yes. I rushed out to look around. Greenery wherever I looked, tall grass on the roadside, trees, flowers. Summer! But how? It was winter just moments ago. My head was aching unbearably, as if it were going to explode. Slowly, I began to remember. So pretty! Whoa. So pretty! A long road running off into the distance. Forests, plains, fields, lakes, and horse again. Touching the grass, yuck. True. Well, I sure hope this summer isn't everlasting. Like an everlasting gobstopper? What does that even mean? I think I was sleeping, but then how can I remember all of it? And then a gap. Some girl leaning over me. She softly whispered something into my ear. Then a gap again. And then I woke up here. Who was that strange girl? Willy Wonka. That explains nothing. Thank you, Edward. Or was she just a dream? For some reason, thinking about her made me feel better and calmed me down a bit. I felt warmth all over, coming from the inside. Could it be her who brought me here? Then I need to find her. And the best place to look for her is away from here. I rushed to the left and then to the right, then stopped. Excuse me. Hesitating over where to go. Finally, I ran in the direction from which the bus had probably come. So pretty. Physical exercise does refresh one's mind. Thoughts become clearer, and it gets a little easier to evaluate the surrounding reality. Not in my case, however. I was sitting on the roadside, wheezing and trying to ease my sore throat by gulping breaths of hot air. In any case, the run did its job. The fear withdrew for a while. Maybe I really am just dreaming. Though recalling my self-harm on the bus. Huh? Oh, I immediately rejected the idea. He's talking about when he was like pitching himself and banging his head. Okay. I was like, what? You did what on the bus? I know it's a candy, Edward, but I just... What? Is the everlasting gobstopper from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, is that one of his inventions? Why do you remember that? I haven't read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory since I was like 10. Drinking beer. True. Drinking ASMR. Sorry, I have coffee. You know I'm a caffeine addict. Though I recall my self-harm on the bus, I immediately rejected the idea. I am neither dreaming nor dead. A narrow road ran through the fields and afar into the distance. The exact road from my dream. I must be very far away from home. And it's not just that it was winter yesterday and it's summer now. It's the whole environment. Of course, summer is usually like this, green and hot. But here, everything is not entirely lifelike. Everything here looks like it was taken from paintings of Russian landscape artists in the 19th century. Grass is just too lush. The bushes are not what the bushes should be. They're so thick that you can't see anything through them. Like treetops, honestly. And then the trees themselves, the forest was quite far away, but the trees looked as if they had closed their ranks and were now just waiting for the order to advance onto the fields and plains. I caught my breath and looked at the bus, which was now barely visible. That was a good run. Fear overtook me once again. Those power lines. There must be people here. Caffeine addict, gambling addict, cute girl addict, yeah. Yeah. What can I say? I have nothing to say for myself, I'm sorry. But what does it mean? In fact, that means nothing at all. Since they have had power lines even in hell. Roasting sinners over hot coals? That's so last century. That's so crazy. I must have reached the point of no return, after which you should either lose your mind completely or finally try to understand what is going on. And while I still have a choice, I should pick the second option. I slowly headed back to the bus. Of course it was scary, but I'm not likely to find an answer in the fields or the woods, and this wretched bucket of bolts is the only kind of link that I have with the real world. Edward says, I am a cute boy addict, so you know. We know. Share to it. Share to it. Share to it. There you go, just so you know. I thought that would be helpful for you to know. Also, while I'm over here on this screen, I'm gonna make myself a little bigger, chat. I hope you don't mind. Big bear. Big bear. I'll also make you a little bigger. There you go. Okay. I don't know, I'm not cute, says Shirtlet. With his pink name. I should carefully scout the area. Sovionok means owlet. Wait, that's similar in Bosnian because Sov is owl in Bosnian. You can check my post with photos in my Telegram channel. Bro wants me to go to his Telegram channel so bad. Yeah, Sova! Sova is owl in Bosnian too. Okay. A brick wall and its gates crowned with a Soviok sign. Statues of pioneers standing on either side, and a road sign nearby showing the bus route. Gorten. Wow. Wait, hold up, it's not like that. Edward. This trip's taking a bit too long today. I smirked. Bro smirked. A person may start acting inappropriately in extreme situations. Something like that is probably happening to me now. This place didn't look abandoned at all. No rust on its gates, no damage on its walls. Sovianok. 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 What? I don't know if I can say Russian in a deep voice. Sovianok. Sovianok. Well, maybe. What could have a name like that? Judging by the pioneer statues, it could be a kid's summer camp. Moreover, it appears to be open. Of course, the simplest explanation, logically speaking, explains nothing at all. The strange girl, the altered bus, summer, the pioneer camp. Thousands of theories went through my mind instantly, from alien abduction to lethargic sleep, from a hallucination to a time and space shift. None was worse than any other, but there was really no way to pick out a single one. Then it occurred to me, I can try and make a phone call. I took out my cell phone and dialed the first number from my contact list. But instead of signal strength bars, the screen was showing a thick cross. Alright, there may be no signal in such a remote place. Though I cannot be the only one who came here. Buses don't drive themselves. I examined the bus from all sides to make sure that this wasn't a hallucination. Bits of dirt on the bottom, some rust here and there, faded paint and worn out tires. No, this is definitely a very ordinary Icarus. Yeah, exactly the kind of bus which takes you beyond your understanding if you carelessly fall asleep. I gave a nervous chuckle. It came out by itself, sporadically, because this wasn't the right place or time to laugh. But where on earth is the driver? I cautiously sat down on the curb beside the bus and started to wait. My patience didn't last long. My anxiety seemed to have reached a peak, and I started to go slightly mad. In such a situation, anyone would have probably felt something similar. Aliens and parallel universes were gone from my imagination, leaving only void and darkness. Is this how everyone will end? How everything will end? How my life will end? But I wanted to do so much. There were so many things that I had no time for yet. I was overwhelmed by the idea. This was definitely the end. But why? This is not fair. Surely I'm no worse than anyone else. God, why? Tears were burning my eyes unbearably. I curled up and started rolling in the grass. What is bro doing? Rolling in the grass? Why? What did I do? Why me? But my cries were only heard by speechless statues of pioneers and a bird on a tree, which immediately flapped its wings and took off, crying out something in its own bird language, as if laughing at the idiot who dared to interrupt its after-dinner nap. Shut up. Shut up, Seaman. I want to see the pretty girls already. Me too, bro. Dude, someone tell this guy to shut up. I want to see the pretty ladies. He is touching grass. He is literally not me. True. I was left breathless and weeping and just lay there quietly sobbing occasionally. Bro, he's just like me for real. I sometimes curl up and just cry. After a while, I managed to pull myself together. My mind cleared up a bit, as if terror and the fear of death gave me a little break. All in all, if someone wanted to kill me, what is all of this for? It doesn't look like an experiment either. If this is just some crazy coincidence, then it's probably no threat. Anyway, for now it seems there's no danger. Panic was soon gone. Of course, the blood was still pounding in my temples and my hands were still shaking. But at least I could think clearly now. Right now, there's nothing I could really change anyway. So no matter how much I think or how mad I get, it would only make things worse. True. Until some actual facts appear, there's really no point in making progress, in making guesses. In any case, I won't learn anything by lounging about here. The camp, of course. If, of course, it really is a camp. Looked like the only place where people could be, so I decided to go there, and hardly had I reached the gates when a girl came out from behind them. Finally, a woman! Sit up straight, guys. Women are here. Wearing a pioneer uniform. My logic didn't let me down this time. Then again, a pioneer uniform in the 21st century. Then again, a girl here. I froze, unable to take a step. I felt very much like running away. Running as far away from this place as I could. Far away from the bus, gates, statues, and far from this bloody bird with its siesta. Just running, free like the wind, faster and faster. Bro, can bro shut up? I'm trying to talk to the girl. Simon, I don't care. I don't care. Shut up. I want to talk to the pretty lady. Faster and faster, waving the planets passing by, winking at the galaxies, running, becoming a pulsar ray, then turning into a vestigial radiation, running to face the unknown. Bro is actually like schizophrenic. What's wrong with him? Run no matter where, as long as it's far away from this place. Meanwhile, the girl came closer and smiled. Hello, pretty lady. Hi. I could not help but notice her beauty, even though I was trembling with fear. Human instinct worked independent of consciousness. While only 5% of the brain is responsible for cognitive processes, the remaining 95% are busy sustaining life, and in particular, enduring stable functions of the hormonal system. I desperately... Bro, he's autistic and probably schizophrenic. This is... What is wrong with him? Bro, there's a beautiful woman right inside of you, and you're like just thinking this. Like, you're probably just staring at her, saying nothing. What's wrong with you? I desperately wanted to get less complicated and stop thinking in formal quotes from an encyclopedia. True! True! Though my thoughts appeared one by one, being stupid and out of place, as if taken from an internal monologue of a hero from some junky, softcore crime fiction book. True! Right inside of you? What? He is so me. Ladies, true. Ladies, nuts. A pretty Slavic face, long braids that look like two armfuls of fresh hay, and blue eyes you could drown in. What is a pretty Slavic face, chat? Oh, that's what I said? I didn't say that. A pretty girl right inside of you? Oh. I meant in front of you. Sorry, Freudian slip. Freudian slip. Remember to get your clips, chat. Freudian slip. Chat, do I have a pretty Slavic face? Chat. Do I have a pretty Slavic face? Do I have a pretty Slavic face? Say yes. Kira is trying to skip to the end. True. Hello? I'm asking for you to tell me that I have a pretty Slavic face. Tell me I have a pretty Slavic face right now. Yes, thank you. OMG, ew, get it away. Shut up, Edward. I have a pretty Slavic face too. This is me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend. Your face is so Slavic, I think I saw it in my university. True. True. Wait, guys, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend chat. Me and my girlfriend. Me and my new girlfriend. This is me and my new girlfriend. Hello. Can I rest my head on her shoulder? Yeah, I can. Me and my girlfriend. She has more of a tan because she goes outside. I mean, I assumed. Meanwhile, I'm over here. In Bosnian, what they say about my skin is they say, bielo ko sir, which means it's white as cheese. That's what they say about my skin when I go home. That I'm bielo ko sir. Okay. This is me and my girlfriend. Wait. Yeah! By the way, this girl looks more Slavic than your model. Shut up! No, she doesn't. She looks American. She's got that tan, blonde hair, blue eye look. For us, it would be pale as a toadstool. Oh, you guys don't say bielo ko sir? She looks like some Baywatch girl with blonde hair, blue eyes, and tan skin. She looks like an American surfer girl. No, she is Slavic. I don't know. Her name is literally Slavia. Hey, baby. I heard your name was Slavia. I'm putting myself back where I belong. What? Can I have my model go back? Yay! Whippy! Too close. There we go. There we go. There we go. She's not introduced herself yet. Why spoilers, True? Ban him. True. Ban Chertolet now. Spoilers. You have read the opening clip. No, I don't know how to read Russian. I only could read Lena. I only read Lena. I only knew Lena's name, no one else. So you spoiled it for me. Banned. Get banned. Get banned. Just give me the nuke codes. True. Skill issue, shut up. You're a skill issue. There we go. Okay, we continue. A pretty Slavic face, long braids that look like 2 armfuls of fresh hay, and blue eyes you could drown in. Hi! You must have just arrived. Do not reply or reply, chat. Chat. 1 or 2. 1, we reply. 2, 1, we do not reply. 2, we reply. One or two, one or two. One or two. Vote now. One or two. Two. We so far do not reply is winning. Do not reply is winning. Put 2 in the chat if you want if you want me to reply. Otherwise we won't get to reply. And I want to reply. You guys are no fun. You guys are no fun. I'm gonna reply. Scambera. 2. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have responded because he's kind of stupid. 3. Alt F4 and go play at Holodori. 2! Guys, the current Holodori event is a Sakura Miko event. And if you know, Miko is one of my best girls. And I did a pool on the gacha for her, and I got Suisei instead. I got the Suisei card instead of the Miko. And I'm so sad. And Izio messaged me before the stream, and he told me he got the Miko card, and I was crying. I was crying. I know, you told me. I saw the notification when I was posting on Telegram, my notification for going live. I was like, I wanted Miko. That's exactly right, Edward. I was like that. I was bear crying. I was bear crying. I was, this was me. This was me. Ah! I didn't mean the clown emojis. That was a mistake. Let's swap accounts. Do you want my account? I think you're much luckier than I am. I hope I get Miko. Not the clown bearers. Not the clown bearers. No. No. No clown bearers. No. No clown bearers in chat. Maybe I shouldn't have let him respond, because clearly Simon doesn't know how to talk to women. Semyon. 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 Alright then, welcome! She smiled broadly. Strange, it looked as if she had just a normal girl. It looked as if I had just a normal girl in front of me. Bah, I should have returned here. The woods and the fields seem better. But what shall I do next? Try to speak with her as if she were human? Or run away? Or what? What? Is bro stupid? Is bro genuinely stupid? Simon? 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 I'm not gonna call him Seaman. I don't care if his name is pronounced like that. I'm gonna call him Simon. Is he stupid? Yes, he is. True. He is. I could tell. I could tell. Pretty tragic. Blood was pumping unbearably in my head, tearing it away apart from the inside. A little bit more and the poor pioneer girl would be splattered with the gruesome contents of my skull. Bro, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? What's so funny about that? The girl looked over me. It sent shivers down my spine, and my knees started to tremble. Nothing. Bro is actually schizophrenic. True! He quite literally is, bro. Like, he's like laughing to himself. Like, bro, what is wrong with him? My theory for this game is bro is just a schizo, and this is his delusion. There you go. That's what I think. Nothing. Great then. Great. What's so great about that? Fuck, I spelled it wrong. Don't pin that. No, it's even funnier because you spelled it wrong. Suddenly, a thought crossed my mind. The hell with it. Forget about the bus behind me. The fact that it was winter yesterday and summer today. I want to rip off my itchy sweater and just accept that this is all actually happening. Everything is as it should be. All of this is for the best. Would you happen to know? You should go to our camp leader. She'll tell you everything. Look! You go straight ahead to the square, then turn left. You'll see several small cabins. She pointed to the gates. As if I knew what was behind them. Well, you can ask someone where Olga Dmitrievna's cabin is. Dmitrievna is a patronymic, a derivative of a person's father's name, in this case Dmitri, put by Russians after the person's first name as a sign of formal address. What? Patronymic. Yeah, so it's like, it's based on the father's name. Yeah, a lot of Slavic names are like that. Why do we have a... Why is it explaining this to me? My last name actually does this. My last name does this too. Why are they explaining this to me? Patriarchy. True. We call it Otchestvo. Otchestvo. Interesting. Well, yeah. Why are they explaining this to me? I know this. My name is like this too. Because American people are stupid? Well, in English language is not common. I mean, there's like a lot of people here named like Dixon, Smithson, Jordanson, Jackson, you know, son. It's true, I am stupid, says Edward. Well, we know that, Edward. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. I'm as a Slav, I'm aware of how the names work. I'm aware. My name does this too. Well, okay, racist. Got it? Of course I didn't. Well, I've gotta go now. The girl waved her hand at me and disappeared through the gates. I love a woman who tells me what to do. Anyway. It seemed as if to her I was something ordinary. And all this show with the bus and the travels while awake or asleep were troubling me, and everything here is just the way of it's supposed to be. Camp leader, pioneer uniform. What? Are they doing a historical reenactment here? Bro got sent back in time. Or he's schizophrenic. Those are the, like, come on. I hope I won't find Lenin standing. I hope I won't find Lenin standing atop an armored car in the square. But even that would not surprise me right now. After stopping alone for a while, I headed into the camp. A mere 50 meters ahead, a small one-story house popped up on the left side. And the sign near the door said clubs. I was about to come closer when the door suddenly opened and a short girl wearing a pioneer uniform came out. Her hair looks stupid. I don't like her. Her pretty face gave me the impression of one suffering for the fate of the whole of mankind with a truly universal sorrow. So she just seems like a sad girl, okay? I understand. As soon as the girl saw me, as soon as she saw me, the girl froze. as if frightened. The most insane fact about Lenin's speech on top of the armored car is that no one remembered what it was about, but everyone know that it actually was. That's funny. What's rude? That her hair is ugly? Or the Lenin speech? I froze too, considering what was best to do. To approach first or wait until she moved to show some initiative. Or maybe run away after all. Why does he just want to run away so bad, bro? Although the last option was constantly being suggested only by my self-preservation instinct. At least that's what I'd like to believe. Not the worst human instinct, but far from the most logical. If this instinct played poker against deductive abilities, this outcome would be predetermined. And those deductive abilities, or at least their semblance, were hinting to me that there was no need to be afraid of this girl. He is terrified of women. Holy fuck, it's Trump's daughter. Why is she so orange? The fuck? She's so orange. I liked this one from the trailer. But she's so orange. Why is she so orange? She's like actually orange. She's not tanned, she's orange. This is Donald Trump over here. Look at her. She is orange. This is tan. This is orange. Tan. Orange. Tan. Orange. Tan. Orange. Do you understand? Tan. Orange. Orange, you glad to see her? I mean, I was, because I liked her the most from the opening, but now she's too orange. I don't like it. She is spending a lot of time on the street. No, I think she's spending a lot of time with Donald Trump. Look how orange she is. What's wrong with her? This is crazy. She's so orange. Compared to Kira, a piece of printer paper is tan. Yes, I'm white like cheese. She's spending a lot of time with Trump on Epstein Island. I mean, yeah, look at her. She's like a little lolly. She's orange and she's like a little lolly. She's definitely over on Epstein Island with Trump. Like, is that even a question? Diversity in the 2013 game. Orange, you glad to see me? Oh, Cummy, someone already made that joke. Edward already made that joke. You goofy tuber. I liked her the most. I did like her the most. I liked her the most in the original MV opening, but now she's too orange. She's too orange now. I don't know if I can accept this. This is tan. This is orange. Yeah, Cummy, shush up, loser. I was making coffee. No, not the clown Vera. Not the clown Vera. Suddenly, someone jumped out of the bushes. A girl wearing a bright red t-shirt with USSR written on it. That does not say USSR, that says CCCP. That says CCCP. I think Epstein wants to talk to you about that. I think Epstein wants to talk to you about that. About that CCCCP. CP, definitely Epstein. Yup. Yup. You understand. Oh my god, it's Miku in the background. I hear Miku. It's USSR but Russian. Chertolik, easy translation? I know. Play along with my joke. The Epstein Bears! She has CCCP written on her chest, guys. That's some crazy... Epstein is looking for her. Epstein is looking for her. Anyway, a bright red shirt with USSR written on it. Huh? Such a perfect reproduction of the age. Oh! Should I even explain what I thought that said? Anyway. I miss Epstein. What? She looked quite short from a distance and was probably a lot younger than both pioneer girls. The one at the gates and this girl at the door of the clubs. At last, I decided to come closer, but the USSR, as I called her in my mind, jumped toward the first girl and was starting telling her something while wildly waving her arms. The other girl seemed confused and lowered her gaze, remaining silent. I would have probably continued to observe their amusing dialogue, but the USSR suddenly pulled something out of her pocket and started waving it in front of the girl's face. What the heck? Oh, that's okay. This something turned out to be a grasshopper. They took the CCCP from her shirt! You read it as such a perfect age for reproduction, didn't you? No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. So it turned out to be a grasshopper. Epstein over here. The first girl squealed. She must not be too keen on insects, as she instantly rushed over towards the place where Lenin presumably made his speech about the workers' and peasants' revolution. That is to say, towards the square. The USSR glanced at me, grinned playfully, and dashed after her. Okay, she's still my favorite. Even if she's orange, she's still my favorite. Not a bad way to start the day. I have absolutely no clue where I am besides that. There are some kids here role-playing as pioneers. And as far as I can tell, this place is located thousands of kilometers away from home. It really might be a different reality. And this was indeed a reality. I mean, everything around me seemed so, if a little embellished. Oh, so real, if a little embellished. I was starting to think that in fact my previous life could have just been a dream. And what am I supposed to do now? I was picking at the cracked paving stones at my shoes and staring aimlessly at the club's building. Just few more seconds before I come up with some decision. That's when I recalled myself rolling on the grass, weeping. I cringed in disgust. About time, bro. I did the same thing. Perhaps it's another instinct. When all energy for whimpering and self-pitying is used up, the body either goes into hibernation or mobilizes its reserves. Mine seems to have chosen the second option because out of the blue, I found the determination to figure out what was going on. And in order to do that, I had to act like a man, like a human, maintain the dignity of a representative of my own world. I followed the path to the left, on the right side which stood small cabins, apparently the homes of local pioneers. Actually, they looked quite cozy from the outside. Even though I was born in the Soviet Union, I had never been part of its children's organizations, neither the pioneers nor the younger October children. I imagined the daily life of a typical pioneer camp a bit differently. Huge barracks with rows of metal bunks. Wake-up call at 6 o'clock, played by a siren. 1 minute to make your bed, then joining the formation at the drill square. Or wait, could I be confusing it with something else? Suddenly, something struck me on the back. I staggered but remained on my feet, turned around and prepared to fight heroically for my life. Oh! Her hair looks stupid, but I like this one too. All I found was another girl standing before me. My mouth hung open in surprise. Pick your jaw up off the ground. I closed my mouth. The same pioneer uniform, but the way she was wearing it looked, let's say, provocative. Like all the girls I had met before, this one was rather cute, but her overly arrogant expression killed any desire to get to know her better. New here? New here, are you? Fine. See ya. She threw a threatening glance at me and walked past. I waited for the pioneer girl to turn the corner. Who knows what else she might have been up to. Most interesting thing was that this hostile girl seemed completely normal to me. She did not give off any feeling of deadly danger. The feeling of some deadly danger. Except maybe the danger of getting punched in the nose. Based. At last, I managed to make it to the square. There was no Lenin on an armored car, although one could easily expect something like that after all of this had happened. Instead, however, a monument to a certain comrade towering in the middle of the square. The letters on the pedestal read Genda. Must be some big figure in the party. There was some small benches at the sides. It's quite pleasant here. No, Lenin! Where did that girl tell me to go? To the left or the right? To the left or to the right? To the left or to the right? Why am I going here anyway? Alright, I've decided to pretend to be normal. So, to the right. I'm pretty sure she told us to go to the left. Through a small grove. And I came out to a pier. Must have taken the wrong turn. You did. Hey, wrong way! I turned toward the voice. Oh, it's the same girl. Hey, wrong way. The first girl stood before me. And wow, she's in a bikini. No, what did I tell you? Take a left at the square, wasn't it? She had changed from her pioneer uniform into a bikini. Oh, I still haven't introduced myself. My name is Slavia. Well, actually, my full name is Slaviana, but everyone calls me Slavia. So you can too. Yeah. I still felt a bit confused, so I could not come up with more meaningful answers. And what's your name? It felt like she could see right through me. Simon. Nice to meet you, Simon. Alright, I'm almost done here. Could you wait a minute longer? I'm going to change and we'll go to Olga Dmitrievna together, agreed? Oh yeah, this socialistic Soviet bikini. True. Agreed. After this exchange, she ran off. I sat on the pier and let my feet hang into the water. I was wearing winter boots, but in such weather there was nothing wrong with getting my feet wet. Furthermore, it let me cool myself a little. Looking at the river, I was brainstorming and processing everything that had happened. If this is some kind of conspiracy, it's a weird one, even too friendly at times. No, it really looks more like a random event. Some entirely incomprehensible random event. Shall we go? Flavia was standing behind me, dressed in the pioneer uniform again. Let's go. I've been here for a very short time, but of all the people I've met, she looks the least suspicious. However, this fact is already suspicious itself. We walked up to the square. The USSR girl and the girl who hit me on the back were there, chasing each other. Is this some kind of game they're playing? Ulyana, enough running. I'll tell everything to Olga Dmitrievna. Aye aye, Captain. Oh, so that's Ulyana. She's cute, I like her. I decided not to question Slavia for a while about what was going on or the local residents. Better meet with the mysterious Olga Dmitrievna first. Sounds like she's the boss here. We walked past rows of almost identical cabins, some of which looked like fat beer barrels, while others looked more like household sheds. Finally, Slavia stopped in front of a smallish one-story cabin. It looked like an artist's painting. The faded paint chipped here and there with age. The spark was sparkling in the sun, the window shutters slightly ajar. They were swaying almost noticeably in the wind, and huge lilac bushes were growing at the sides. Wow, it's so pretty. The Ko-fi bot is always freaking is freaking advertising me freaking awesome. Yeah, visit my Ko-fi. Ah. Make sure to do that and give me money. It seemed as if this ramshackle hut was drowning in a storm of purple silk, and the lilacs, like some elemental force, were inexorably destroying the troop leader's house. Inexorably, yes. True. What are you standing around for? Let's go! Slavia snapped me out of my daydreaming. And stop teasing Lena already. What the heck? Lena? Sounds like there's someone inside. Indeed, a moment later the door swung open, and Ulyana ran out and dashed past with a mischievous grin. The pigtail girl came out next. Don't let her bother you, Lena. So her name is Lena. Gotta be thankful it's not Rena, at least. Why is it? What? Is this a joke? Rena? Huh? Oh! Is this a Higurashi joke? Oh! Is it a Higurashi joke? I understand now. I understand why it looked like she was wielding an axe. I understand. Okay. I get it now. I understand. But I don't. Instead of finishing her sentence, she blushed and quickly headed towards the square. For some reason, I feel like turning and following her with my eyes, but Slavia said, "Come." We entered the cabin. Inside it looked similar to what I'd imagined. 2 beds, a table, a couple of chairs, simple carpet on the floor, a wardrobe. Nothing special, but at the same time it felt home-like and cozy, although this room was almost in the same state of disorder as my own flat. Whoa, pretty lady! Whoa! The girl standing near the window appeared to be around 25 years old. Nature had obviously gifted her with a pretty face and a good body. At least one thing can keep you happy in this pandemonium. The locals are beautiful. You're finally here. Excellent. My name is Olga Dmitrievna. I'm the camp leader. Nice to meet you. I'm Semyon. I decided to talk as if I wasn't surprised by anything that was going on. One of the 2 MILFs here? She's 25! How is that a MILF? A 25 and a MILF is crazy. She came closer. We've been expecting you since early morning. You've been expecting me? Yes, of course. And when does the next bus come? And why do you need it? Yeah, right. Why would I need it? Regarding the rest, I mean, I guess. Guess I shouldn't ask direct questions here. The people here may react to them quite unlike how I'd prefer. And I doubt I'd get any answers. No reason. Just curious. But by the way, where are we exactly? Our mailing address, I mean. I wanted to send a letter to my parents and tell them I got here fine. For some reason, I had the desperate idea that if I played along, I would find something out. Oh, but your parents called just half an hour ago. Sent their regards to you. Now that's a surprise. Can I call them? Cause I forgot to tell them something before I left. No. She gave me a sweet, spontaneous smile. Ooh, I like her. Why not? We don't have a phone here. Einstein's camp? Then how could my parents make a call to here? I've just come back from the district central town. I talked with them there. So that's how it is. And can I somehow get to the town? No. She kept the same smile. Why not? Because the next bus comes in a week. I decided not to inquire how the troop leader managed to get there and back. I would get no answer anyway. All this time, Slavia was standing next to me and seemed to find nothing odd in our conversation. Oh, we do need to find a uniform for you. I've got absolutely no desire to put on pioneer shorts or to wear that ridiculous red handkerchief or neckerchief. However, wearing winter clothes in summer isn't a great idea either. Right, thank you. I wonder if I'm the only one here who finds it strange that someone's wearing a coat and winter boots in such heat. Rightio, I'll be off then, and you can get yourself acquainted with the camp. Don't forget to come to dinner in the evening. I said that very weirdly. Don't forget to come to dinner in the evening. It's hard to do voices, guys. Having said that, she walked out of the cabin. No, walked is not the right word. She rushed out. I ended up alone with Slavia. I must go too. Got things to do. Take a walk, look around in the camp a bit. See you in the evening. If there's no threat or catch to this, then reality, as embodied by Slavia, becomes more and more appealing. For the first time today, I realized that it was awfully hot here. Although, obviously, my winter clothes were to blame for that. I took off my coat and dropped it onto the bed. My pullover followed, and now I'm only wearing the shirt. That's much better. All I could do now was follow their advice and go around the camp. I'll try to find something in the meantime. Passing the local residential district, I saw a pioneer guy coming my way. Can we romance him? Is he an option? Can we be gay? Can we be yaoi? He looks pretty. I like his eyelashes. Look at him. He looks so girly. And I like his like little I like his little mole on his cheek. Can I make him Simon's boyfriend? Can I make him Simon's boyfriend? This is Simon's boyfriend now. Sorry, he is already taken? By who? Who? This is messed up. And for Soviet Yaoi, you should play Zavod. Is that actually Soviet Yaoi? No way. That's kind of based. We should play Zavod. Sure to change your recommendation to Zavod so I can play it next stream. Look at his eyelashes. They're so pretty. Chat, look at him. Hold on. Let me show you. He's so pretty. Look at his eyelashes. He looks like a yaoi boy. Nah, you won't change. Messed up. Messed up. Look how pretty he is. Imi is playing it on streams. That's so based. I love my wife. Okay, we'll put him back. And it was really a pioneer guy, not a pioneer girl. Apparently there were men here, even in this kingdom of Amazons. Let me think of a voice to do.
Hello, you're new here. You must be Simon. Right?
How did you know? He's definitely gay. What the hell is wrong with him? He is based on a character electronic from the Soviet movie. That's based.
Everyone knows already. I'm electronic, by the way. The real one. You can call me that.
Do you guys like his voice? What's wrong? And what's wrong with being gay? Oh, nothing, Edward. Nothing at all. Electronic was a robot character appearing in a popular Soviet film and book series. He looks like an exact copy of a school kid called Sergei Chizkov. Okay. Electronic, the real one. Things are going from crazy to completely insane. Alright.
Oyana also calls me cheesy.
Cheesy? On toast? With mushrooms?
Because my last name is Cheesecove.
I see.
Let me show you around.
I accepted his offer, as it would have taken much longer to get to know the place alone. Fine. Oh, fine. Let's go. We ended up at the square again. As if this place was all there was to the camp. Lena was sitting on one of the benches reading a book. Electronic confidently approached her. Also, the pioneers are kids aged 9 to 14. We might actually be on Epstein's Island. No fucking way, bro. The intro said that everyone here is 18 years old. This is not Epstein's Island, okay? We deny the allegations.
Hello, Lena. Meet the new guy. Simon.
I'm like pinching my nose to do that, and like my webcam doesn't know what to do with my VTuber model when I pinch my nose. So she's like looking off into space over here. CCCP girl doesn't look 18. No, she does not. She does not. He started briskly. Hello. Well, you could say we've already met, in a way.
Yes.
She looked away from a book for a moment, glanced at me, blushed, and went back to reading, as if not noticing that we were still here.
Alright, let's move on.
Or sorry.
Let's go on.
More like CP girl. Wait, isn't Pioneer still 18? And into Como Salom after that? Eh? I mean, I don't know. I was first surprised that meeting this girl was reduced to a couple of words, but then I thought that it was better that way. I googled it and it only went up to 14. Wow, chair toilets cancelled. Cancelled. They're 14. Chat, we're gonna get cancelled for playing this. I was first surprised that meeting this girl was reduced to a couple of words, but then I thought that it was better that way. Electronics' vigorous activity did not fit well with Lena's shyness. Let's go. Next, we came to a building, which I instantly identified as a canteen.
This one here.
I know, this is where you go to consume organic food.
Yeah, something like that.
On the canteen's porch stood the unfriendly girl who hit me on the back earlier. At the sight of her, my joking mood vanished in the blink of an eye. Wouldn't be the first time Kira consumed media with characters of questionable age. Hey! What's that supposed to mean? Hey! Just because I'm a Blue Archive player? Huh? Gosh. Disclaimer says that all characters here are 18 plus. Yeah. But I think they're legally required to say that. I think they're just legally required to say that. They all say that. Yeah, they do. These kinds of games, they always do. Even, they'll be in middle school or something and it'll be like, all characters here are 18 plus. Like, otherwise they get banned from certain services. Really, now is not the best time to be pulling this guy's leg, even though he is quite hilarious. First I need to figure out what's here, or at least where I am. Also, why does everyone have such bad hair? I don't know, man. I don't know. They look like fucking... It's just bad. It's just bad.
Hey, over here, that's Alicia Dvanchevskaya. Be careful around her.
Because they don't have a list of approved hairs like North Korea. Yeah. In the Soviet Union, you can have hair like this if you want to. No one's gonna stop you. We might bully you, though. He spoke in a whisper. Don't ever risk calling her oh.
Don't ever risk calling her Dvacha. She doesn't like that.
Dva means two in Russian. Okay, same in Bosnian. The whole nickname sounds exactly like Tuchan in Russian. It's a reference to the late Tucha.ru anonymous image board. Oh, is she like supposed to be their Tuchan mascot? Wait, her name isn't Lena, her name's Elisa. Oh yeah, the Lena was the purple one.
What did you say?
Oh wait, that's not her voice. Ah? What did you say? What did you call me? She must have heard him. In the blink of an eye, Elisa jumped down from the porch and dashed towards us.
Alright, you'll manage from here onwards.
2chan is kind of a Russian 4chan. Yeah, this has been explained to me. Electronic took on his heels. Run after him or do nothing. Chat. Press 1 to run after him. Press 2 to do nothing. Chat. 1 to run after him. Press 1 to run after him. Press 2 to do nothing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Chat. 1 or 2 or your votes don't count. 1 to run after him. 2 to do nothing. Vote now. Two. We got 1 for run and 2 for do nothing. Okay, it looks like do nothing wins. I don't know if I want to stay. She's so ugly. Whatever, democracy wins. Elisa, running past, stopped for a moment and growled. I'll deal with you later. Deal with me? What did I do wrong? Damn rude. True. Hey, I'm just being honest. I added a forced guilty smile to my words. What am I guilty of? She made no reply and carried on chasing electronic. I decided to go east. At least in the direction where east would be in my world. How do you know where east is? Do you have a compass? Soon after, I found myself near a football pitch. Game was in full swing there. I guess watching it for a bit wouldn't do any harm. In my childhood and teen years, I was not a bad player myself and even thought of going professional, but a few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of uncertain chance in this game. Oh. Are we gonna meet a girl here? That would be fun. Could look at the sun. Oh! Nice to meet you! It's my first time here! Greetings from Japan! Hajimemashite! Oh my gosh, guys, I have a Japanese chatter! That's so cool! Hajimemashite! Wait. Irashaimase! Irashaimase! I use a translation device, but I want to become friends with the VTubers. Your appearance and voice are wonderful. Arigatou gozaimashita! Thank good! 日本語上手! Ah, arigato, arigato. Ah, 嬉しいな. We are VTuber friends, yes! 友達だよね. かわいい. Hold on. How do,コラボしませんか? コラボしませんか? Would you like to collab sometime? So cute. So cute, so cute. かわいいな. So cute. USA? はい。アメリカ人です。アメリカ人です。コラボしませんか? Would you like to collab? I wonder if she can understand me, guys. This is so fun. Wait. Hold on. Sorry. I got excited. It's so cute. I'm sorry, guys. I got interrupted. uh, かわいい VTuber が来たので、配信の一時停止しました。はい。悪い。Sorry to surprise you with such a sudden visit. No, it's okay. 日本語が下手で、すみません。ごめん。I see. I was in toilet. Are we ending now? No, I have a cute VTuber. I have a cute Japanese VTuber, and she's speaking to me. So cute. Ichika. Ichika-chan. Hold on. hold on. Ichika-chan, hold on. Twitter は知ってますか? Oh! メール。そう。Ichika-kun? そう。ごめん。ごめん。No males on stream, sorry, pal. Hey, be nice. Be nice to other VTubers. Sorry, guys. I got so distracted in the middle of playing game. LMAO. Wait, no. I'm not done streaming. Unless you guys are tired, we can take a break here. Guys, press 1 to continue the stream, or press 2 to end the stream. Are we tired, or do we want to go more? Lady boy. Oh, kawaii. Wait, did I say one was end the stream? Or was one continue the stream? Guys, I already forgot. I forgot, guys. See, he's chill. Hey, man, wanna collab? One for continuing. Okay, Circle voted one for continue. Vote. One for continue or two for pause. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm making friends. I'm making friends. Ichika-kun, hold on. Thank you for viewing my stream, which would be arigato. Wait, 配信をご覧いただきありがとうございます。But my English is baby level. Aww. English. Egao Jozu. Wait, no. Egao is smile. Wait. Sorry. No, ego Jozu. Ha! You making friends? Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't bully. This is not a bully chat. This is not a bully stream. Okay, we're back to reading, okay? We're playing the game. Okay. In my childhood and teen years... Oh, wait. I have to do my voice. My male voice. In my childhood and teen years, I was not a bad player myself, and even thought of going professional, but a few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of uncertain chance in the game. True. Kids of different ages were running around the pitch. I could see a boy about 10 and a girl about 14 years old. Oh! I don't know if these characters are 18. I'm not sure if they are. A girl. Hey, hey, that's Uliana. Wait. And a girl of about 14 years old. Okay. A girl, and then the girl he thinks is 14 is Uliana. See, I told ya. Oh no, I'm not beating the allegations, chat. Chertolit, you must explain yourself. Beria's... Beria's Island? What the hell? That's a manga. Oh! Alright. Alright, so she plays football. What's so surprising? She seems a restless one, after all. I was standing quite far from the pitch, but she still noticed me. Hey, you! Wait, I should probably pitch my voice higher for her. Hey, you! Uliana shouted. Wanna play? I didn't know how to answer. On one hand, running around for 10 minutes is no big deal. On the other hand, any wrong move in this situation could be my final one. Bro thinks he's gonna die from playing soccer. But in any case, my attire wasn't suitable for this weather. If I played in winter boots and warm jeans, I would sweat like a pig. Bro, I thought he changed his clothes! What? And being barefoot without jeans would be simply unethical. True. Maybe another time, alright? I shouted in response, turned around and walked back. I like how this myth was created literally out of nothing just for Khrushchev to say that all things were because of Beria. Without any evidence. Beria. That's where I'm from. I'm from... Beria. See? Beria. Okay, I was followed by Uliana's screams about my pants or about me being a pansy, something like that. She's so based. I love her so much. No wait, Kyria is from bald Georgian man. True. 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 Evening evening was falling, making me feel tired and empty after a day wasted with no real purpose. I came back to the square, sat down on a bench, and gave an exhausted sigh. I'd rather sit here and wait for dinner. After all, it's easier to search for answers when you're not hungry. They do give food to people here, right? Not at all. They don't give you food here. You know, it's curious how the simplest human needs can break the will to ponder on things, to strive for something. He's so... For example, I feel hungry now, so I care much less about where I am or what is happening. Could great people also be affected by this? And in that case, how did Spartacus start the slave uprising in ancient times? I can only conclude that I am not a great person, and it does not matter in which mechanism I serve as a gear in society, the Matrix, or a weird pioneer camp. Strange. Okay? My thoughts were interrupted from a sound of the bell chiming in the loudspeaker on a light pole. It must be the dinner call. I headed towards the canteen. It was a good thing that now I knew where it was. Olga Dmitrievna was there, standing on the porch. I stopped and looked closely at her, as if expecting something. She looked back at me for a while. I can't speak. She looked back at me for a while, but at last came closer. Simon, what are you waiting for? Come in already. Yes, nothing bad can happen if I go with her. My stomach backed me up here. Oh, look! Oh, the art is so cute here! Oh my gosh, how cute. It looks like they put some anime characters in here. This looks like that girl from Monogatari. Sorry, I don't know her name. I've never read Monogatari. I actually have the manga. I should read it, but someone gifted it to me, and I never got around to reading it. The two of us went inside. The canteen looked like... Bro said he was hungry and wondered if they had food. A canteen. True. I'd had a chance to visit a factory canteen at some point in my life. This one was exactly the same. Maybe a bit cleaner and more modern. Metal chairs and tables, glazed tiles on the floor and wall, unsophisticated tableware with the occasional crack. Guess that's what canteens and pioneer camps supposed to look like. Semyon! Semyon, wait a moment. We'll find you a place to sit. She looked around the place. Dvachevskaya! Hold it right there. Olga Dmitrievna shouted at Elisa, who was passing by. What? What's up? What's up with your clothes? Anything wrong with them? Indeed, her attire looked somewhat provocative. Get your uniform nice and neat right now. All right. Elisa got her Elisa got her shirt right and walked away, shooting an unpleasant glare at me. Where can we place you to sit? Oh, so where can we find you a place to sit? There's a lot of free seats. Go over there, next to Uliana. Yay! Uliana. I get to sit next to Uliana. Oh, I didn't see what he said. Hold on. Maybe I... Yeah, it's fine. The food's already on the table, too. I had no choice but to accept. Bro doesn't want to sit next to Uliana. I want to sit next to Uliana. Bear dyslexic. Leave me alone. In common Russian language, kotleta, cutlet, is minced meat, fried or baked in the shape of a ball and cinnamon roll, close to American patties. Compote is a drink made from boiling fresh water or dried fruit in a large amount of water. Compote in French. Ah! Of course, there was the probability that cutlets were poisoned with curare. Curare? Huh? Curare? The mashed potatoes generally seasoned with arsenic, and the glass filled with an excellent antifreeze instead of compote. But it all looked so tasty that I had no choice to resist. Hey! I can cook compote, says Tertulet. Tertulet, you're a perfect housewife. I'm so proud of you. Edward would be so proud to marry you. What do you want? I replied rather rudely to Uliana, who was sitting next to me. Why didn't you play football with us? Because of my clothes, I said, pointing at the source of the problem. Oh, alright then. Eat. However, there wasn't much time left to eat. My cutlet was missing from my plate. Only she could have done this. No, more precisely, none other but Uliana could have done it. Give me back my cutlet. In a big family, you snooze, you lose. If you cost it can cost you a cutlet if you are careless. Give it back, I'm telling you. Chat. 1 for attempting to take the cutlet. 2 for do not attempt to take the cutlet. 1, attempt to take the cutlet. 2, do not attempt to take the cutlet. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. She's so orange, bro. Oh, you're going out with a suit? That's so awesome, Toast. You guys want me to take the cutlet from my favorite little brat? You guys are too cruel. I looked at her menacingly and was about to reach out my hand. See, I don't have it! And indeed, Liana's plate was empty. It seemed that this little girl eats as fast as she steals someone's cutlets. Take it easy, we'll work something out now. She grabbed my plate and ran off. There was no point in following her. If they wanted to poison me here, they could have done it in a much easier way. Hey yo, Jertolet finally admits what he is. I'll come in your pot, comrade. That's crazy. She begged me to wear my Darth Vader costume, and I said I won't be able to eat, babe. That's so cute. About a minute later, Uliana returned and handed me a plate with steaming hot cutlet on it. Aww! Here's one for the starving! Thanks. It was all I could say. I was so hungry that my suspicion was gone in a flash. I picked up the cutlet with my fork and... What the? Some bug! No, not a bug. An insect! It's got legs and it's wiggling! The plate fell from the floor and broke into pieces. The chair hit me The chair hit me hard on the leg while falling. I've disliked insects since I was a child, but these creepy crawlies appear on my plate. That's way too much. You little... Uliana seemed ready for such a twist and was already at the door, laughing as if she heard a fresh stand-up comedy joke. I dashed after her. We ran out of the canteen. We were a few dozen meters apart, and I felt I would catch this little girl easily. We ran through the square, past the clubhouses, and ran into the forest path, and I started to gasp for breath. I should have quit smoking, I guess. Uliana passed out of sight on the next turn. It's true that she managed to get away from... It can't be true that she managed to get away from me. I simply can't. I'm wearing a purple suit. I absolutely guarantee that she will say, "It's William Afton!" And that's not what I was going for. That's crazy. Bro has experience chasing after little girls? Oh my gosh. I stopped and tried to catch my breath again. Night was falling. Looks like I'm lost. It's a bad idea to stay in the woods at night. Better get back to the camp. However, I had absolutely no clue which way to go. Well, I gotta choose at random. Pretty! I wandered for quite some time in the forest and even thought of crying for help, but finally I saw the camp's fence beyond the trees. Everything fell into place. The bus is gone. I mumbled quietly. On one hand, there was nothing strange about that. The bus couldn't stay here forever. On the other hand, it meant there was someone driving. These buses do not drive themselves. Or do they? This world seemed too normal, but every event here had at least two explanations for it. An ordinary, real everyday explanation, and a surreal one. Or bro is just schizophrenic. Certainly, the driver could have just been off for a snack and I left too soon, and that's why. In any case, this is not the place for me. Whether the bus drives itself was probably not an important question, but it was more important to know how I had gotten here at all. And where this here was. In fields and the woods stretching towards the horizon had no answers. There was nothing familiar about them. A strange, odd alien world. However, at the same time, it was absolutely frightening. Either my self-preservation instinct decided to resign from its job, or all this running around the camp the local pioneers had lulled me with such a carefree normality that I was simply forgetting what had happened to me just a couple of hours ago. Although I probably had no strength left to worry. All I wanted was some peace, calmness. I wanted to just have a break from it all, and only after that I would continue looking for answers, ready and reloaded. However, that would be some time later. And what about now? Can I allow myself to relax? It got completely dark, and in any case, it was better to spend the night in the camp. I was about to head back when someone came up silently from behind. Oh my god, he's such a yapper! This is the guy who says all women are the same while also being a feminist. True. Chat. How long has the stream been going for? Almost 3 hours now? Hold on. Almost 3 hours now, and I'm still on day 1. That's crazy, bro. This is cute. Who is this? I want this girl. Let's end day 1 at least, I guess. Oh my gosh, how much longer? What are you... What do you do? That's not her voice. What are you doing out here so late? It was Slavia standing before me. I was so surprised that I jumped. So, you didn't catch Liana, did you? She smiled. I nodded disappointingly inside. No wonder. No one ever has. Yeah, she's a real rocket girl. She could have found better use for her energy than looking for adventures. You must be hungry. You didn't manage to have dinner after all. Indeed, I had completely forgotten about my hunger, but after these words of hers, my stomach drew attention to itself by giving a tremendous rumble. Or traitorous rumble. Girl, the exit screen is from a secret ending. You need to get all the other endings to see her in the game. I ain't doing that. You could skip some of the monologue in the interest of time. I mean, yeah, bro talks so much. I'm gonna be honest. Reading his monologue is actually nothing. It's like just pseudo intellectual slop, if I'm honest. Bro says nothing at all for paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. I would not mind skipping some of his tangents. Let's go then. What? What? Is the canteen still open? It's alright, I have the keys. The keys? Yes, I have keys to all the facilities in this camp. How come? Well, I'm something like the camp leader's aide here. I see. Well, let's go. It's an offer you can't refuse. This novel is made by Russians, of course. Here is a lot of monologues. Have you read Russian literature? I've read excerpts. I don't know that I'd have to think. I mean, I've read Crime and Punishment. I guess it was kind of like this, but Crime and Punishment was actually interesting. So, this is, so far, Crime and Punishment actually said something. Oh, I also read Lolita. I did read Lolita. Lolita was also similar. I didn't like it as much. I didn't like Lolita as much. But this just feels very vapid. It feels like it's trying to do that, but we're talking about this guy freaking out because women are standing in front of him, and he's at a camp. Bro thinks he's Tolstoy. Literally, bro! What? Like, come on, bro. And now he's made Everlasting Summer 2 with AI arts. Oh my god. Boo! Boo! Boo. Mm-mm. But yeah, no. I can understand verbose literature if it's actually saying something. I do not think we need paragraphs and paragraphs of this guy freaking out because women are talking to him. Kill him with hammers. He got schizo and screwed up his command from part 1. Yeah. Yeah. What can you do? Anyway, let's hurry up and finish this. When we reached the square, Slavia stopped in her tracks. Excuse me, I should warn my roommate that I'll be late. She's so punctual herself that she'll be worried otherwise. But the rest of the team is still making visual novels, by the way. I'd believe it. A guy like him would have a cringe internal monologue like that, but it's a pain to read. True! I can believe that the main character would have a cringe internal monologue like that, but like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like, he kind of reminds me of Winston from 1984, because Winston would go on a lot of tangents. But Winston was actually fun to read the tangents of, because they would be of like a very interesting world. And I don't know. I did enjoy reading 1984. This is just kind of a drag. The sky over Auschwitz our days. Or Austerlitz. I said Auschwitz, bro. What the hell? Brevity is the soul of wit. So true! Literally. So true. There's a famous quote from, hold on. There's a famous quote from Terry Davis. Terry Davis. A genius makes things simple. Hold on. Aha!
And
okay. I hope he doesn't swear in this. I hope he doesn't. Hold on. I'm gonna mute it real quick, and I'm gonna see if he swears because I need to know if I can. He says he's a schizo who says a lot of strange things. So I need to see if I can actually play this or if this is something he says bad words in. Okay, he doesn't say anything super bad here, so I think I can play this. I think I can show you guys this clip. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. Okay, this game makes me think of this quote. Please listen, because he's got a good point here.
an idiot admires complexity. A genius admires simplicity. A physicist tries to make it simple. Anyway, an idiot, anything the more complicated it is, the more he will admire it. If you make something so clusterfucked he can't understand it, he's going to think you're a god because you made it so complicated nobody can understand it. That's how they write journals in academic journals. They try to make it so complicated people think you're a genius.
Yeah, that's what this game is giving right now. That's what this game is giving right now, if I'm being really blunt. It's giving, if I make it complicated enough, people will think I'm a genius. And it's like, I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that. So, you know, yeah. I mean, it's fun. It is fun to read so far. It's definitely not. It's not horrible, but it does feel very pretentious. It does feel very pretentious. If I'm blunt. If I were to be blunt. Okay. You go on to the canteen then. I'll come in a minute, alright? Alright. I really did not expect to find somebody aside from myself there at such a late hour. You're Emily Blunt? Yeah. No, I'm Frank. To be frank. Frank Blunt. Just call me Frank Blunt. And somebody was apparently trying hopelessly to open the door. Without any secret thoughts, I walked up to the porch. The lockpicker turned out to be Alicia. Or Elisa. I should have probably kept off and waited. She looked at me intently for a while and said, "You're Frank Sinatra?" "Yeah, sure." Don't just stand there. Give me a hand or something. Meaning, help me open the door. Why? Because I want some buns and kefir. Dinner wasn't big enough. That's funny. You're Ryan Gosling? I am. Is that really a good idea? Aren't you hungry yourself? Aren't you hungry yourself, huh? Uliana didn't let you have a normal dinner, did she? She smiled sarcastically. It's true, she didn't. She's more like Ryan Reynolds. No, I am Ryan Gosling. It's fine, Slavia will come now. Oh, it's fine, Slavia will come now and... What? Guess I shouldn't have said that. I'm off then. And you'll pay for this. You owe me two already. Having said that, Elisa disappeared into the night. And what was the first one? Slavia didn't keep me waiting for too long. Is everything alright? Yeah, why are you asking? No reason. It's nothing. It would be better if I didn't tell her about Elisa. Everything's fine. I said that and immediately heard a note of dishonesty in my voice. Well, shall we go? As for Slavia, she mentioned not to have... As for Slavia, she seemed to have not noticed anything. Or at least she was pretending she hadn't. We entered the canteen. Wait a bit, I'll go get something. I sat down on a chair and obediently waited for my savior. My dinner was simple, a few buns and a glass of kefir. No wonder, I bet hungry pioneers finished everything off. However, even that was far better than most of my usual diet. Slavia sat across the table and looked at me while I was eating. Is there something on my face? No. No, just... She smiled. So, how do you like it here? How do you like your first day in camp? Well, I don't really know. Why is she, like, staring dead at me now? She's not staring at him anymore, and is staring at me now. It's silly to ask someone who suddenly found himself in a different reality whether he liked the food in the canteen, the camp leader, or his assigned hut. It's alright, you'll get used to it. It's alright, you'll soon get used to it. Flavia stared out the window dreamily. Frankly speaking, I have no desire to get used to such things. But as for her, she doesn't know. Or rather, she at least wants me to think she doesn't know. Well, all in all, it's nice here. I had to somehow break the awkward silence. Do you think so? She asked without any interest. Yeah, this place is so... I wanted to say retro, but I managed to hold that back. After all, it was retro for me, but what about for them? It might have been the only kind of life they knew. The term life was applicable here if the term life was applicable here at all. How so? She watched me closely, as if something important depended on my answer. Well, I don't know. Lovely. Yeah, it's lovely here. I guess you're right. She smiled again. It's very good that you think so. Why? Well, not everyone likes it here. And what about you? Me? Yeah. Or, yes. I love it here. It's great. Then you don't need to worry about what other people think. Well, I don't really worry. Slavia laughed. This conversation seemed to be leading me far astray from where I wanted to get to. And you're worried yourself. Really? Why do you say so? Well, when someone is chewing so intensely... I'm sorry. It's okay. I couldn't bring myself to be more cautious around this girl. But why her in particular? Why not any other local inhabitant? Every one of them looked completely normal to me. Precisely normal. So normal it sent chills down my spine and into my marrow. Normal, not like a neighbor with a power drill in one hand and a subwoofer in the other. Not like a passenger you can meet in a subway or on public transport. Not like a co-worker at the table in an open-plan office. Not like a friend who could differ- Well, oh my Dude, wait, get the point! Oh my god, normal, yeah. And Slavia was also... Bro's like, Slavia is normal. Slavia is normal like Blake. Slavia is normal like A. Slavia is normal like B. Slavia is normal like C. Slavia is normal like D. Slavia is normal like E. Slavia is normal like F. It's like, shut up! We get the point! The Terry Davis clip is resonating so hard right now. And Slavia was also... cute? I glanced at her stealthily, not knowing what to say. I'm sorry, I wanted to show you the camp, but ran off my feet. I didn't miss anything on my own, I guess. You one yapper, true. Are you sure you haven't missed anything at all? She smiled so brightly that I had to drop my eyes in confusion. Well, how would I know? It's my first day here. Okay, and what have you seen so far? I've seen the square, this canteen, the football field, and what about the beach? Just from afar. You really should go there, or let's do it together. Yeah, okay, we will. Her naturalness started to scare me, and then I thought, what if everything that happens here is supposed to be... here is how it's supposed to be, and this world looks strangely to me, while for them it is... normal? Maybe I was just thrown into the past. Yes, that would explain a lot. Has Bro not considered that he's just schizophrenic? Can I ask a stupid question? No. Slavia smiled and stood up from the table. It's late. It's... She said no. Ritan, scenarist of the game, really feels himself as a genius. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely thinks he's, he really thinks he's, deep and poetic. It's a bit obnoxious, if I'm honest. It is a bit obnoxious. I'm like, okay, buddy. This is not the next Higurashi. Come on now. You can really tell he thinks he's a genius. And I've read stories with protagonists similar to this, but they're clearly supposed to be bad people. So, for example, Saya no Uta, the protagonist is also, like, he thinks he's the smartest guy alive. He thinks he's so cool and so smart. And, but he's obviously a horrible person, so it's like, okay. Anyway. Flavia smiled and stood up from the table. It's late. Can you find your way to Olga Dmitrievna's, by yourself? Of course I can, but why should I go there? She really was like, no, fuck you, lol. I know, what the hell? I can't really pin down her personality. She seems like the happy, helpful girl, but then she's like randomly like, no, I won't help you. Or just leaves us, you know? She'll settle you with someone. What for? Probably this question seems stupid because Slavia burst into a good-natured laughter. You need to sleep somewhere, right? That makes sense. Fine, I'll be off then. Good night. Night. It's strange that she left in such a hurry. A bundle of keys left on the door lock caught my attention. I was going to catch up to Slavia, but where does she live? And knocking on every door in the middle of night didn't seem like a bright idea. Take the keys or leave the keys? Chat. 1 for take the keys. 2 for leave the keys. Take the keys or leave the keys? Are we going to be framed for stealing, or will they come in handy? Or should we just leave them and not risk it? 1 for take the keys, 2 for leave the keys. Go. 1. Very well. I'd better take them. I'll give them back to tomorrow, because who knows what's going to happen here at night. Such thoughts gave me chills. It's me who needs to be careful here in the first place. The night, though dark, wasn't silent at this hour. One could hear chirping crickets, the songs of the night birds, and rustling trees from everywhere. A sudden desire to follow Slavia's advice and go to the camp leader's cabin appeared. I don't know why, but the sight of the unknown bronze builder of communism put me in a constructive mood. I sat on the bench and started to recall everything that happened today. That was all my constructive mood could offer. There was a much brighter than the canteen. The tardy pioneers were running by, so this place didn't seem scary at all. Us, summer camp girls. I was so tired from everything new and strange that I could not come with a single explanation for what was going on. I heard a barely noticeable rustle nearby. I shivered and looked in that direction. A girl, reading a book. Lena. I decided to move closer and talk. I don't want to talk to her. I so badly do not want to talk to her. I genuinely do not care. Oh my god. I cannot explain to you how little I want to talk to her. Like, I genuinely do not care what she has to say. I have already streamed for 3 hours. I genuinely just want to end the stream. Bro. I do not care what she has to say. I literally could not give a rat's ass. Oh my god. She was the only person I met. I don't know if I'm gonna do voices, frankly. I'm just gonna speed read this. She was the only person I had met here without exchanging even a few words. Hi, what are you reading? Lena was so surprised that she didn't jump. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Never mind. She blushed and stared at the book again. So what are you reading? On the cover was written Gone with the Wind. Praise the book or keep silent. 1 or 2. 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 Uno, 1, very well. Good book, thanks. Honestly speaking, I haven't read it, but I think the literature suits her well. Didn't seem interested in continuing the conversation. Well, if I'm not bothering you, no. Can I sit beside you a while? Oh my god, I don't care! Why? Maybe just because I'm tired. Find out something from her. I examined her. Okay, feel free. Everything's alright. I genuinely do not care. I 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 do not care. She's talking about her book. Yeah, it's late. Okay, let's go. I do not care. I do not care. Let me go home. Let me go home. About time. Hello, Savon. You're late. Yeah, sorry. All right. Right here. So we're gonna sleep here. Yes, we're gonna sleep here with her. You want to be a decent pioneer, don't you? Yep, sure. A pioneer should respect their elders. Okay, this girl is just a couple years older than me. Or maybe even younger. I decided not to argue. Okay, that's much better. Honestly speaking, indecent pioneer. Okay. I climb into bed and close my eyes and realize how tired I was after today. Something hammered in my head awfully, as if my brains had shifted towards the night, and then they seemed to be rolling steer rather than something more sensitive. The bus flew in my mind. Okay, we don't need a recap of the day, bro. Why does he recap? He does something, and then he'll stop, and then he'll think about his entire day again. Between everything. He'll talk to someone and be like, wow, it's so weird here. I got here from a bus, and blah, 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 blah. And then someone else will show up, and he'll talk to them, and he'll be like, wow, it's so weird here. I got here from a bus. Bro, we get it. Do you think kindergartners are playing your game? It's so hand-holdy. It's literally like shoving content down your throat. Like, whoa, doesn't this seem weird? Doesn't this seem weird? Don't you think I'm so smart? Blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. This is called narrative and literary style. This is called bro thinks he's a genius and is retarded. This is called this is called over-explaining. This is called you think your readers are idiots. The best literature does not have to pat itself on the ass for how deep it is. We did not need to cover the bus like 18 different times. Yes, we got here on a bus. Why did you have to bring that up so many times? What if I'm here for good? Okay, who cares? Finally, love of God. You will never catch me. You will never catch me being this wordy. I am a yapper. I am a yapper. I am a yapper. But I would never be this wordy. I love Kira ranting. LOL. Dude, I'm sorry. The art of this game is very cute. The art is very cute. It was fun. It was cute, it was fun. But it's like acting like it's like fucking classical literature. Buddy, you're a hentai visual novel. You're a hentai visual novel. Once again, my thoughts.
An idiot admires complexity. A genius admires simplicity. A physicist tries to make it simple. Anyway, an idiot, anything the more complicated it is, the more he will admire it. If you make something so clusterfucked he can't understand it, he's going to think you're a god because you made it so complicated nobody can understand it. That's how they write journals in academic journals. They try to make it so complicated people think you're a genius. Okay, anyway, so
that's exactly what I think about that. That's exactly what... Oops, sorry. That's exactly what I think about it. It is very much giving the impression of he wants to come off so smart, and he thinks saying a lot of words will make him sound smart. He does what politicians do. Where he thinks if he says more words, it makes him sound smarter. It does not make him sound smarter. It makes him sound like an idiot. Maybe for someone who's not paying attention. Maybe for someone whose eyes glaze over. This is like, wow, this is so deep. But it's not. It's not. A, B, C, D. Tell the story you're trying to tell. And then move the fuck on. You should just have a channel where you complain about shit. Honestly, considering people like that, they genuinely make so much money. Maybe I should. Well, his trash talks about politics was more like 2chan, 4chan style. Bro, this is not 4chan style. This is like the really annoying guy on 4chan who thinks he's like, I actually have an IQ of 173. I actually have an IQ of 173. Telegram doesn't pay me. Telegram doesn't pay me. I'd post it on like YouTube or something. Because if I share my opinions, I want people to give me money for them. But yeah, the impression I got from this game is that he wants to sound smart so bad. He literally sounds like a random dude on 4chan who's like, so after being a super genius, hold on, you know what else it reminds me of? Super genius asks Elon Musk. This is what bro sounds like. This is what bro sound like. This is what bro sounds like. This is what bro sounds like. Hold on. Hold on. Gaming. This is what bro sounds like, okay? This is what he sounds like. This is what bro sounds like.
To speak to you now for 2 years. I've been asking to speak to you now for 2 years. Tell you that I'm also a super genius like yourself.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sure I'm one, but all right.
I am a capitalist like yourself. I am also level 2 stage. So I'm asking you today, can you give me a second look?
A second look in what I'm not sure in what regard.
I would like to come on board as vice chairman of Tesla.
We don't really have a vice chairman spot, but yeah, I don't think so. I'd have to say no. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can also apply for a future CEO position, but I would, at least I would like to come on the board of the directors. I apologize. Is it to the benefit of Tesla shareholders?
I think we need to move on to another question. My apologies.
That is how bro sounds. I am a super genius like yourself. I'm a super genius like yourself. It's like I genuinely feel like my time was wasted. I genuinely feel like my time was wasted. Looks like I'm just in time for Kira's stream. Sorry, I'm kind of ranting about the visual novel I read. I mean, also in response to like this quote right here, this one right here, I'll reply to it in chat. Like, hentai is not the point of the game. Yeah, there's other visual novels I've read like that. Like, for example, Euphoria. Euphoria, Saya no Uta are probably the biggest examples where it's like, yes, they're hentai games, but hentai isn't the point. They tell their own stories, and they're not nearly so, like, they're not nearly so, they're just, they're not nearly so fucking self-aggrandizing. Hentai is the best bit, bro. Also, calling Elo a super genius, LMAO, come on, bro. Yeah, true. This clip is from like 2016. Maybe earlier, maybe like 2015. But this was like before. But yeah, even then, I wouldn't have called Elon a super genius. But that's the vibes that this gave. Like, they made a reference to they made references to like weeb media, like Toho and like namely Higurashi. And Higurashi is like a very well respected visual novel. And it's been a few years since I've read Higurashi, so I'd probably need to reread it before I really spoke on it, because the last time I read it I was in like middle school, so I'd probably like have a better understanding now that I'm a bit older. I'm not sure, but I do remember really enjoying Higurashi, and while it could be like long-winded sometimes, it felt more like a narrative style than just like repeating shit over and over and over again. Higurashi is pretty decent, and you can just play the all ages version. True. But yeah, no. So it's like this game just felt like who is hentai? He did art for one of Iron Mouse's models, don't you know? But yeah, no, the game felt very patting yourself on the back. One thing I actually really liked about Euphoria is that it like inverts what it thinks it is. Like it inverts your expectation, or like takes your expectations and inverses them. So like the first half of the game, it is very much just like a really weird, like hardcore, not guro, but like, you know, it's famous for like having like the fucking toilet scene or whatever, the human toilet scene, and like a lot of really fucked up stuff, like making one of the characters eat her own panties. It's famous for a lot of its shock content, and a lot of people who haven't played the entire visual novel think that that's all there is to it. And but the actual story behind the visual novel is actually really good. Again, it's been a few years since I have read Euphoria. I was in high school when I read it, so I'd have to revisit it. But it didn't self-aggrandize as much as this one did, I feel. This one kind of does the opposite, where it's like it thinks it's a lot more deep than it is. Euphoria knows it's a hentai. Euphoria knows that it's people are there for like its intense scenes and stuff. And only if you like really read deeper do you get the deeper story. It doesn't shove the deep story down your face. This one does the exact opposite. It does not want to acknowledge that it is a booby anime girl game. It wants to be super deep. Nikkei also does this, actually. Not to make itself super deep. It does the opposite. It hides how deep it is behind like boobs and ass. Like people see Nikkei and they're like, "Oh, jiggle physics game, butts on the screen, hot." And then if you actually read the Nikkei story, it's actually really damn good. It is insanely good. I have cried like a baby. I have cried like a baby reading the Nikkei story. This game does the exact opposite. This game is like, "Oh, I'm not a booby game. I'm really deep. I'm really deep." And it's like, shut up. Shut up. Ah, yes, one of Mouse's 57 monitor. Euphoria is so based, also probably to blame for a lot of the things going on in my brain. Bro, same. I love Euphoria. It's so hard for me to talk about being a fan of Euphoria because everyone just knows, "Oh, Euphoria? Isn't that the game with like the human toilet?" And like there's a scene where like there's a scene where X happens and Y. I can't even describe like the scenes people ask about, and I'm like, yeah, that's the game. That's the game. Did you get the true ending? Did you get the true ending? You probably shouldn't play Zavod because it's almost the same Everlasting Summer with monologues. Ah, Jesus. Well, it's not that I mind monologues. It's just that it shouldn't be so self-aggrandizing and think it's so deep. Because it's not. You're not that deep, buddy. You're not the next. You're not the fucking next like great poet of our time. Like at the start of the story, sure, I was like, okay, buddy, okay, I get it. You're an edgelord. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, but he should have just cut it off after the intro and just had like more minor monologuing throughout the story, because after that it was just self-aggrandizing. It was just kissing its own ass. It's okay, we have Russian yaoi at home. True. It's plot and big asses. What's not to love? True. I wish more games took the Nikkei and Euphoria approach, where it's like, acknowledge that you are not as good as you think you are, because then you can be good. If you tell people, I am just a game about, like, for example, for Euphoria, I am just a hardcore hentai game. Then people go in expecting hardcore hentai, and when they get this super good story, they're like, whoa, was not expecting that. And on the other hand, if you're like with Nikkei, people go in like, oh, it's the game with the asses. It's the ass game. Haha. And then when they go in and the story is like actual peak, they're like, whoa, I was not expecting that. But this game, it's like, from the first chapter, I can tell that they really think that they wrote like a masterpiece. And it's like, Your ego needs to be checked. I don't know who needs to tell you this, but you need to get your ego checked. You're not that good. You're not that good. Mm-mm. You're not that good. I would have respected this game more if it was more like self-aware. It is not self-aware at all. It doesn't, at least not in the first chapter. Honestly, unless someone don't like redeems for me to play the second chapter or the second day, whatever it is, I probably won't continue reading this story. If I'm honest. Obviously I'm in the minority because a lot of people rated this game very positive. So I don't know if it gets better, but I don't know. So far I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Those are my thoughts so far, though. After the first chapter, it's definitely rough. Definitely rough. Again, it could just be a matter of like taste. I don't know, but like I don't know. I have a preference for games that are again games and stories that don't take themselves too seriously. If you take yourself too seriously, I have read a lot of books in my life. I have read a lot of novels. I have read stuff that is definitely better than whatever you're writing. So if you ask me to take you too seriously, I will tear you apart limb from limb because I have undoubtedly read something better. That's just me being blunt. But if you're like Euphoria or Nikkei, where you are not asking me to take you so seriously, and then you end up actually having a good story, then I'm like, whoa, hey, this is peak. Holy peak. Again, this game did the exact opposite, where it's like trying to tell me, whoa, we're super deep. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? We're super deep. The bus. Whoa, it's summer. It was winter yesterday, now it's summer. Whoa, they're wearing the pioneer outfits. Whoa. It's like, okay. And? If I were reading this myself, I admit I am interested why it's rated so positively, so I probably would. I don't know if I'd read it myself, but I'd probably like look up a plot synopsis because I'm like, why is it rated very positive? Because I'm kind of like, eh. Well, this was the first Russian visual novel that was hyped so much, at least in Russia. It was the first real step forward in Russian visual novels and anime industry. That makes sense. Like, if it's like a classic, you know, like how people love like Dragon Ball Z, and objectively Dragon Ball Z is not really that good. I'm gonna get killed by some hardcore DBZ fans, but it was like the first footstone, especially in a lot of like Latin American countries, for people to get into anime. So like they'll defend it with their life even if it isn't that good. Some kind of game of the childhood already. Huh? Oh, some kind or game of the childhood already? I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, I do love to rant about things. I am a very opinionated person. Oh, some kind of game of the childhood already? Eh? Oh, like it's nostalgic, is what you're saying. It's nostalgic. It makes you nostalgic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it might be a nostalgia buff. Does it hold up in modern day? I don't know. If you showed it to someone who's not as like opinionated as I am, perhaps they would look at it and go, this is peak. But in modern day, with other media that I have read, other books that I have read, just other things that executed everything way better, I'm a bit like, eh. I get the impression that the entire time the people making this game were patting themselves on the back while doing it, and I really hate reading. I hate that feeling when reading. If your ego comes through in your book, you gotta check yourself. You gotta check yourself. That's my opinion. Anyway, in the great words of Terry Davis,
An idiot admires complexity, a genius admires simplicity. A physicist tries to make it simple. Anyway, an idiot, anything the more complicated it is, the more he will admire it. If you make something so clusterfucked he can't understand it, he's going to think you're a god because you made it so complicated nobody can understand it. That's how they write journals in academic journals. They try to make it so complicated people think you're a genius.
that I that's the third time I played that clip. But yes, that's exactly how I feel on the matter. It just feels like, wow, you think you're very complex? More higher word count equals more complex equals smarter. I understand. That first chapter really should have been about half of its length, maybe less. I don't know. I might just be being bitchy because I really hate feeling like someone is like feeding me a story. I would prefer to miss aspects of your story and like not connect the dots than have you like forcibly like, whoa, the bus can't leave unless someone was driving it, or maybe are we in the same world, or did we go back in time? Whoa. It's like, shut up. I can think for myself, thank you very much. I do not have a room temperature IQ, okay? I have the critical thinking skills to ponder this myself. I do not need you telling me, hey, oh, isn't it weird? Oh, buses, there should be a bus driver. Buses don't drive themselves, or do they? And then you mention that like 3 separate times, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Again, it seems very beloved, especially from the Steam page. So maybe it gets better. If I would just were to rate the first chapter, I would definitely rate it like, it wasn't terrible. The writing was pretty nice. I'd probably rate it like a 5 out of 10, which is pretty average. It was very annoying that, again, it seemed to take itself so seriously, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was very average. Very average. 5 out of 10. Oh, Terry Davis is the glowy guy. You don't know Terry Davis? I freaking love Terry Davis. Yes. He's the glowy guy. The CIA, they glow in the dark. Okay? He's so wise. He's also like a genius programmer. If I had 1% of like his programming knowledge, I genuinely would be like a quadrillionaire, bro. Like, it's insane how good he is at programming. I see like room temperature IQ takes on like Reddit and stuff of people saying he's not even that good of a programmer, and I'm like, buddy, either you don't understand his accomplishments, or you're not a programmer and you're just talking out of your ass. Because you definitely could not do what he could do. Let me just tell you. He was like 1 in a billion kind of guy. Just because he's schizophrenic and people get offended because he said weird shit because he's a schizo, doesn't mean his accomplishments are any less. Like, he is genuinely like, if he didn't like fall due to his schizophrenia, he could have been like genuinely the next Bill Gates. Like, that is probably more, because even Bill Gates like fucking had to work with a team, you know? He did this all on his own. He's genuinely a genius. Like, genuinely a genius. I just adored Terry Davis. I love Terry Davis so much. I really admire him. He really makes me want to like be better. He makes me want to be better. I don't know. He makes me want to be better at everything. He makes me want to get better at coding, get better in my field. He wants me to study. He makes me want to study really hard in engineering. He makes me just want to be better, because I'm like, he is so awesome. I want to be just like him. Maybe not with all the controversies though. depends how far the schizophrenia progresses, I guess. Anyway, I've yapped enough. This stream is getting close to 4 hours now. Consider yourselves lucky, because on Monday I will be having a flight home. So I will not be streaming on Monday. At least I don't think I am. I'll have to check the day, like the dates I'm streaming, but I might stream on the following Tuesday and Wednesday to make up for it. We'll see. If he hadn't said all that weird shit, people wouldn't care about him as much. True, it's really sad. Fly by a rocket to the Balkans? No! To my home in America. I'm staying with a friend. But yeah, incredibly talented programmer. No, literally. I really admire him. Obviously, I mean, I don't even want to say he was racist. I genuinely do not think Terry Davis was racist. I think he was just very mentally ill and very schizophrenic. A little bit of Kira lore. I used to work at a hospital. I wasn't I wasn't a big position or anything. It was just a small thing that I worked between school and a lot of like schizophrenia patients, they kind of just say shit that will get a reaction out of people. And I get the idea that that's why Terry Davis acted the way that he did. I genuinely do not believe that he was racist. I genuinely just think he said whatever got him a reaction. Kind of like Lovecraft in a way. Wait, you're so right. But Lovecraft was actually racist. Like, he was like vehemently racist. I genuinely think that Terry Davis is just a schizo. Love him, but he's just a schizo. Yeah, that's my take. Controversial take, maybe, but I genuinely do not think he's actually racist. I do not think he has any hatred in his heart for any minorities. He probably does actually hate the CIA, but that's just based, so. Anyway, once again, no stream on Monday. I will make sure to post on Monday to let you guys know whether at the airport or once I get home, depending on the time. I'll try and post before my usual stream time, though, so you know I'm not going to stream. If I change my mind, I'll also just, you know, post my regular post, my regular post notification that, hey, I'm streaming, check it out, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I will, though, because I have quite a few flights ahead of me, flying all the way to the other side of the United States of America. So, bye, Kira. Thank you for the last stream. Oh, shut up. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for coming out to my stream. Next stream I will probably be playing Circlets, one of Circlets' recommended games, so watch out for that. My boy is going to be so happy and excited today that I'm going to play one of his games. You better be so grateful. You better be so grateful, Circlet. Anyway. Alright, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. I love you guys. Chew. Mwah. Bye-bye.